I think it's pretty ironic that the other brother is so angry that he wants to treat his own brother as a non-person. That's literally a phrase borrowed from the Queen Mother, the late Queen Mother, to describe people that she erased from conversation. But here's the twist: Harry is the opposite of a non person. He's everywhere. He's in Ukraine, he's at Clarence House, he's in children's hospitals, he's front page news every time he lands in the UK. You cannot erase someone who is always showing up for people. That's why strangers shower him with gifts. That is why charities always welcome him. Despite the abuse that these charities get on their social media platforms, they would rather have Harry as a patron. They are holding on tight to Harry. In fact, I remember Wellchild refusing to give up Harry as a patron, and it's working out great for them. Because every year we all have an expectation that Harry will come back to the UK for the awards ceremony. And also, more importantly, the way children light up around Harry is incredible. We all see it. We can all feel it. Harry's humanity makes him unforgettable. And yet, the other brother, he can stamp his feet, he can demand silence all he wants, but history will simply not comply. The people remember who touched their lives. And between the two brothers, only one is earning that place. And it's certainly not the one who is hiding behind palace walls.
There's a reason Prince Harry has been affectionately called the People's Prince. And no, it's not a PR label dreamt up by palace spin doctors. It's not an inherited title passed down with crowns and coats of arms. This is something different, something real. It's a title born from the hearts of ordinary people, a name whispered by crowds who felt his warmth, seen his compassion, and recognized his humanity. Whenever Harry steps into public life, something magical happens. The stiff, starched atmosphere that clings to the monarchy simply dissolves. Instead of being wrapped in royal formality, Harry brings with him an air of openness, empathy, and authenticity that can't be faked. And perhaps in that very quality, we see the undeniable legacy of his late mother, Princess Diana. She too was beloved because she connected, because she felt real, and Harry, her son, has carried that torch into the 21st century. Today we're diving deep into why Harry has become the People's Prince, how his path diverges so dramatically from that of his brother Prince William, and what this means for the monarchy, the public, and history itself. So make sure you stay with me to the very end, because this is more than just a royal family feud. This is the story of two princes, one crown, and two very different ways of winning the hearts of the people. When Harry walks into a room, whether it's a hospital ward, a charity fundraiser, or even a war zone, people light up. And it's not because of pomp, circumstance, or the weight of his title. It's because he makes people feel seen. He kneels to talk with children, cracks jokes and hands out high fives. He listens to veterans, holds the hands of grieving families, and offers words of encouragement that feel genuine, not rehearsed. Children in particular show us the truth. Kids don't understand royal hierarchies or constitutional duties. They don't care about lineage, they respond to spirit, and when their eyes sparkle with joy around Harry, it speaks volumes. They see kindness, playfulness, and empathy. Things no palace press release could ever manufacture. This, right here, is why people embrace him, not as a figurehead, but as a fellow human being. Now, let's pause and compare. Prince William, Harry's older brother and future king, takes a very different approach. William, by necessity or by choice, plays the role of duty-driven royal. He is reserved, controlled, measured, conscious of the crown that awaits him. Yes, William represents stability and tradition, but in that he often feels more like a distant figurehead than a man of the people. His interactions tend to carry a professional barrier, a formality that keeps him at arm's length. It's not to say William doesn't care, but the perception matters. And perception is reality in the public eye. Harry melts those barriers, William maintains them, and therein lies the contrast. The rift between the two brothers isn't just personal, it's deeply symbolic. Harry has chosen visibility. He knows that when he shows up, whether at the Invictus Games with children in need or veterans struggling to heal, his presence shines a light on important causes. William, meanwhile, has been accused by insiders of wanting Harry to fade into obscurity, to become a non-person in royal life, a strategy meant to preserve palace order and control. But here's the irony. The more William tries to push Harry into the shadows, the brighter Harry's light seems to burn. It's a classic tale of unintended consequences. By sidelining his brother, William only reinforces the image of himself as cold and rigid, while Harry comes across as open-hearted, approachable, and compassionate. One of the clearest signs of Harry's impact is the unwavering loyalty he receives from charities and organizations around the world. These groups, working with the most vulnerable in society, don't just keep him around for his title, they embrace him because of his dedication. Even when faced with online abuse or criticism, these organizations continue to back Harry. Why? Because they know he's genuine. They've seen him show up, not just once for the cameras, but time and again, listening, supporting, and amplifying their voices. Harry doesn't just put his name on a letterhead. He puts his heart into the work. That kind of sincerity cannot be bought, staged, or faked. Contrast this with William's approach, which, while professional and polished, often feels more like a box-ticking exercise. His patronages are respected, but rarely do they inspire the kind of passion and devotion that Harry generates. And this is the crux of it all. People today crave authenticity. They can see through staged photo ops, corporate-style appearances, and carefully rehearsed speeches. What they want is connection. Harry's life has been messy, imperfect, and yes, controversial. But those very flaws make him relatable. His candid memoirs spare, cracked-open conversations about mental health and the crushing pressures of royal life. By sharing his own struggles, Harry made others feel less alone. That honesty may anger palace traditionalists, but it builds trust with ordinary people. And in the long run, trust always outweighs protocol. Harry has repeatedly reached out for reconciliation, especially after King Charles's health issues brought mortality into sharp focus. "Life is precious," Harry said, signalling his willingness to mend bridges. But William's response, silence. That silence may be strategic. It may be rooted in tradition, in protecting the monarchy above all else. But to the outside world it feels cold. It feels like control winning out over compassion, and in the eyes of history, coldness rarely wins loyalty. The monarchy's survival doesn't rest on crowns and ceremonies anymore. It rests on the ability of its members to connect with people. Prince William may inherit the throne, but Harry has inherited something even more powerful, the love of the people. Because ultimately, what do people remember? They don't remember the intricate rules of succession. They don't remember palace protocols. They remember a prince kneeling to speak with a child. They remember a hug given to a grieving soldier. They remember a man who wasn't afraid to admit his pain. That's the kind of royalty that outlives thrones. And so, we return to where we began. Harry didn't choose the title of People's Prince. The people gave it to him. It wasn't handed down by a queen or approved by a communications team. It grew naturally day by day from authentic connections and real acts of compassion. Prince William may prepare to be king, building his reign on structure and tradition, but Prince Harry, he is building something different, a kingdom not of crowns and castles, but of compassion, empathy, and humanity. And when history looks back on this era, it won't just remember the coronations and official portraits, it will remember the prince who walked among the people and chose to stay with them. And that is why Harry will always be the people's prince. And there you have it, the story of how Prince Harry continues to capture the hearts of millions while the palace struggles with its own image. But now I want to hear from you. Do you believe Harry's approach is the future of modern royalty? Or do you think William's reserved style is what the monarchy truly needs? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading them all. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more captivating stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Your support truly keeps this channel going. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting, and until next time, remember, true royalty isn't measured by crowns but by compassion.